Hey guys, what's up? So, I went ahead and left some of the pre-game stuff while I was still in queue to kind of just talk about just different theory stuff that I'd come up with, before the stream and all that jazz. I will try to remember to put a chapter thing on YouTube. If not, I will put a time code here that you guys can go and scroll to that will just send that will, you guys can go and just while I start the game. So you don't have to listen to all of my ramblings. Okay, bye. Okay. So we have to talk about what happened last time because I'm still reeling. And I will blame maybe a little bit of the booster shot and a little bit of brain fog, I suppose. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I'm just like, the moon's a what? The moon's actually haunted? Yeah, so the moon is actually haunted, sadly. And I'm not sure where this is going anymore. I mean, I'm still in belief that the Charlians know more than they're leading on, a lot more, and it's likely gonna be what I'm even looking, several years, real life years in the future of like. Yeah, where are they gonna take the next story? Like, we're gonna finish this, epoch, and move on to something new, some new something. So are we gonna have like a new whole planet to live on? Sounds like, because everybody's like, oh no, shit's fucked, so we gotta go. And all the bunny people are like, yep, time to go. So, bit. Yeah, I'm betting that like, yeah, we just the whole planet just explodes. I mean, that's what we did last time. We blew up. We did the fucking calamity. And, Bahamut basically blew everything up, and then everybody's like, where have I been for the last several years? Ruh-roh. Yeah, I'm moving in queue. I'm moving a little bit. So yeah, I'm like, where does this go from here? Because I like guessing. I like guessing and giving all the pieces parts, was I paying attention enough kind of thing. But the fact that they had like a contingency plan was just like, yes, we should let you know that we had a contingency in case this happened. And all of us are like, wait, you what? It's a what? The moon's first the moon's haunted, then it's actually basically a spaceship. To be fair, we knew the moon was haunted. Yeah, we knew. We didn't want to talk about it, but we knew the moon was ultra haunted. It's haunted then, it's haunted now. But I love that it's like, yeah, we're gonna go look at a couple other stars before we decide which one to make your new home. It's like, oh no. Oh no. It's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Deus Ex Machina sort of thing. Spoopy as the ghosts were though, those scratched out. Oh, yeah, no, they very hope you like long. Are they... Wait. Are they stretched out? Or did the cactors on the planet get more squat because of gravity? Yes. The answer is yes. I have hot sake. I don't always... It's nice and warm. I don't always have hot sake, but when I do, it's a treat. Did you watch Mad Because Smalley? Oh, that's what we can do. We can watch that while we're waiting for all this other bullshit.
Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us and their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we are prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And addressed it we shall. Here at Bestways Borough, we are assembled, everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. Ahem. We have produced a myriad of amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me in the caratorium. We'll see about fulfilling your bellies.
Well, she does want for enthusiasm. The notion of a theory's rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more about Loporits and this vessel. Yeah. Sorry. Crack my neck. Alright, new minion. Oh, wait. New minion. Yeah, that's fine. That's what he is. That's what he does. He Nothing way. The fuck? Nihilist way. We're all going to die someday, so what happens if that's a little sooner? Bro, please. Dude, there's a pudding way somewhere, I found out. Where the hell? Is this a doorway? Oh, it is. Holy shit. Yeah, you motherfuckers did make this for people who are, 3 times our size. Whoa. Whoa! Yawning way, hopping way. We already had a sleeping way, so there's also a yawning way? Holy shit. Whoa. Maybe I don't want to touch the things. Ah! Oh my god. The fighting music in here is great. Holy shit. On the nose, much? Yeah, pudding way, best bunny. Yeah. Oh, there's cooking way.
Welcome to the caratorium. Here we have prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuffs production.
Cooking way. Pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small matter of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients of a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we've received. Why, I've practically worn the words from these invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered the ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we are quite famished.
Hop along the platforms here and you'll find your storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like.
Ken and Chris are like, fuck. Mad because small. There, carrots. You open the storage and find a rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. Unassuming orange carrot, particular-looking blue carrot, vibrant yellow carrot, ominous crimson carrot. Take a moment to consider. That was the cancel on that one. You know what? We're gonna do blue. The blue variety is strangely subtle to the touch and smells vaguely of mint. Its excessive length and girth only adds to the dubiousness of the so-called carrot. You certain you want it? Yeah, let's go with it. On second thought, you would like to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Hookingway whether or not it's safe to eat first. Goes back to cooking way. Hey, excuse the fuck me? So, did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Yeah, this very large one.
Ah, yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I am eager to hear what you think.
With great trepidation, you take a bite of the carrot. You are taken by surprise when blue juices burst forth from the carrot and dribble down your chin. As you take your second bite, you can feel your mental faculties sharpening. Your mind opens to the universe, and for a brief moment, the mysteries of existence are simple, transformative truths, but the revelation is fleeting. When you at last finish the carrot, a sweet yet sour aftertaste lingers on your tongue, and the number 42 in your mind. I can't. I cannot. I cannot. I mean, we talked about this. We fucking, the drink. We talked about this not even like 20 minutes ago. The life, the universe, and everything in it. Philosopher's carrot. What does this do? Yo, what the fuck? Excuse the fuck me. What did you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes? The philosopher's carrot improves mental fortitude, something of a shock at first bite, but it's worth the enhanced powers of cognition. I have plenty of the other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. You see, we have a carrot for every occasion. I can certainly see this demand for this in Charlian. Okay, but what if I don't like carrots? We'll go with this one. Demand for... Yeah, Charlene would like this.
Charlian, what blazes is that?
Now I take you to having out a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else. Well, I tried a philosopher's carrot. If I may ask, what exactly do these collaborations share with you about cuisine on Aetherius? Certainly you're aware they have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate.
Of course we are! But, well, there was only quite recently what we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first. So imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for the encyclopedia I found, we would have been lost where to begin. And so we decided rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of meddling and potentially unsatisfying meals, we'd be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single, perfect food.
Well, that's well and good, but men cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them?
Ah, you mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like?
Suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern is efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? A rather strange approach taking it from someone named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue, you know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. Ah. After we received a great number of tomes, a dictionary that is from our collaborations, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given task and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? That's clever. No, not really. But it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You never would be able to pronounce our original names anyway. Fair. That is fair. I see. I hope our critiques are, such as they are helpful to you. Were you just should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Aetherius as well, you would be able to offer passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, I pray, comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. Thank you. The shrugs. The taste of the moon. Ah, that's what that was. Some of these are indeed very good. Styled a hero. Oh, do I get a new do? Aha. Lingwei is eager to show you more of the moon's wonders. Yeah, let's do it.
I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way.
Everybody's just gonna be dressed like these little adorable moon rabbits that look like they belong in the middle of the sea. They look like they belong in the Middle East. Like a very well-dressed Middle Eastern lad or lady. Zoo! I had the red carrot. It tasted of rust. Oh god? Oh god, what? The clothes. Oh no. Oh no.
Here we are, the apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task. Creation magics.
Oh.
Hydaelyn, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic. Her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear of them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized aether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra vis we needed. By this? My, how resourceful. Ah, the sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we have read all about your habit of changing attire to match your Trojan profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume, this has to be taken into account with your designs. But why take my word for it? We can simply try on our clothes. Make yourselves known to the workers and they will see to the rest. It's you, one of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness to me, Mappingway wasn't kidding. You're barely taller than we are. You're right. You're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What would you have me fashion you for today? Something simple yet functional. Simple and functional. Right. This will only take a moment. Maybe it's because I have the hat on. I don't have the hat on. There we are. There we are, all finished. A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. Nothing too billy or frilly, as you can see. Also light and durable, sure to serve you well wherever your travels may take you. Would you look at that speech lesson there? I thought you may not like it. If you might try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige. Oh, you can't go too far. Oh, you just can't leave this room. They ruined my drip! My drip! My whole drip! I look like a potato. Like, listen, I know we joke about Lalafels being potatoes. I'm literally in a potato sack. Also, where the fuck did this, hat come from? I've been glamored. Ah, no one said you'd be coming. How can I help? You wish to try my clothes? Really? Of course. It'd be an honor. Do you have anything in mind? Yeah, I'm looking for something with an altogether different design. I think I can handle it. Let's see. Oh boy. This should do. It is not that much different. Oh, my best work yet. You're a strange one, aren't you? I usually wouldn't thank you when you didn't ask for anything. I just wasn't sure what to do when you didn't ask for anything specific. I take my work seriously, however, and I am never one to disappoint. That ensemble is a blend of concepts of a myriad professions, all-purpose attire from a modern woman of Aetheris. I'm like, no, please.
I was worried how the concept would turn out, but when I put it to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Won't you go and show Living Way? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. I'm not, even I'm not into this. I'm like, oh no. My, don't we look splendid? Oh no. The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and wee lolloprits in your eyes. Lolloprits in your eyes. No doubt your friends will feel the same having sampled our creations. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is he wearing? Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. Sorry to have kept you waiting. They insisted we sample all of their concepts ere we returned. Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. Oh wait, he's into it. Nope. None of them are into it at all. I think it's past time we return these clothes. Holy shit, dude. I was so confident our garments would meet your approval. Whatever were we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that in time everyone wore the same robes. In his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern tastes by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Somewhat. Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Theris, we most certainly have need of your attire. 'Tis clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear better suits my tastes, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider an individual and their potential preferences. Oh, I fear we've underestimated our the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we had memorized every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with our baubles and frippery? Thinking it as your benefit would be better on your own. There are some who might agree. People who would prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? No. Not that I'm aware. We are born of Heidelin's love for Aetheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone has ever been our aim. Surely it is better to devote ourselves to saving one world than divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I mean, we have the ability to move souls across worlds, but the sheer mass of the rest of them that still exist, for one, being able to get there, two, but then it's just moving souls, not bodies. I suppose you're right. Thank you for asking the question I was wondering. Living way. Might we have leave to explore our best ways, burrow in unattended? You've given us so much to think about.
Why, certainly.
Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer.
Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wished to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we?
I never use a Realm Reborn gear for all reasons. It's all very ugly. Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. Wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors come from Aetheris, and I wanted to see what the fuss was all about. I was hiding at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Aetheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait! If you haven't visited the domiciles, once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is. I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon.
Bless them, they really tried. Well, nobody continued talking to the moon. Not even Heidelin was like, hey, it's been a couple thousand years and the shit's looking like it's going down. Here's more tomes. Nothing. Or it's just, well, oh no.
You're here! You're really here! Thank you ever so much. What should I call you?
Just call me Zalora.
Zalora Silver, eh? Crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Zalora, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready.
Residence on the moon!
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh, this is not the voice I had for Growing Way. I'm very sorry. Crikey.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, I just went up here. That's fine. Up here or somewhere else?
Private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side.
I was gonna say, I think you guys have plenty of time. You have creation magics. You can literally just ask people for stuff. Yeah, Australian lullabies. I know, it's so cute. Hey, what's up, Zero? Yeah, it's very cute.
days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand?
I think we're gonna finally get into how it's definitely Charlene just been like, we can't tell anybody, but we've been preparing for this. Like a food variety, clothing's unacceptable, not exactly what people would be happy about. I'd wager rooms are very plain and samey, but also enormous. Well, they're reworking it, and you know what? It's like a hotel room. Everybody can start like. That's the thing. It's like. If I found out the planet was going to explode, and I was given basically like given what they can do, they can absolutely like change stuff around. They have the means for it. Like that would be the bigger question. It's like not so much that do you have the supply, do you have the means to continue a supply? Oh yeah, that too. Like the depression of our planet dying.
Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
We're calling you out on your fucking word speak, boy.
You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
He's like, I didn't like it the last time that happened.
Come again?
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see.
Oh, so
But
cute.
you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
We didn't get to hear at the end of what Oriange was gonna say. But lemon cakes. Lemon cakes. Dude, so the Starbucks near where I work. So I don't usually go to Starbucks because like I have coffee and there's the bagel shop. So if I want bagels I can go there and get cafe au lait. So sometimes the other girls or boss man will roll through and just be like, hey, I'm going to Starbucks. You guys want anything? And I discovered that the lemon slices, like the lemon slice cake slices that they serve at Starbucks, they're like twice the size that they normally used to be. And I'm like, it's amazing. Maybe it's just because it's that one, but like, yo. I go to Starbucks for smoothies. Yeah, smoothies are nice. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I hope to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, we've rerouted the teleport to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it provides useful for the meantime. A shame couldn't see it though. You really would have liked it. Damn. I probably would have. Oh, that's nice. I don't have to use the stairs no more. I'm really liking this moon gear. Moon gear good. Does it say Square Enix on the bottom? Wait, there has to be a, recolored gear from a dungeon. Oh, what? Is it? Shit. It's good. I like it. All's veil that ends veil? Oh boy. That's a good pun. Good pun. It may not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I care to admit. Each time we wake up, we have long discussions about how to save as many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But the one thing we all agree upon is that the people of Theris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. Yeah. Glad you guys kept that going all the way to the end. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters may not be up to necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look around the Curatorium, but wait until you see what's awaiting you in the east end of the borough. Follow me! What, did you guys have like an entertainment district or something? Yo, if you know how to like transport the entire Manderville gambling casino, boy howdy, you'd get a lot of people to just fucking big show up. This one you actually like the idea of? Oh, really? Oh, the gear. Duh. But that didn't kill me, even though that was very tall. Oh, the room. Oh, the room. Okay. Gear's nice, but the room. We are talking about the room. Good, you're here. Through this door is the grandest ends veil. Wait. I didn't read that right. The greatest ends veil. It was named as such for the veil in all veil. Because of its veil to end all veils. The most beautiful forest you'll ever see. The fuck you say? We understand the people of Theris enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain? This way! Well, this is certainly a forest. Of sorts. Kind of. Yeah, like a lot of trees. Not exactly a forest, but certainly a park. Yeah, certainly a park of sorts. So, what do you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply so sublime? I couldn't see the forest or the trees. I love that pun, that idiom. Just use a metaphor. You know what? No, I'll just use this. I couldn't see the forest or the trees. Oh, you're pulling my tail. You're in the forest right now. Building this place was challenging, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we've never seen trees in person, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as you find in a forest on Theris. The fountain here behind us, powered by the rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort has been to making the most spherical of spheres, and the, I dare say, unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch on a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. You look like you could use a stretch yourself. You know what? That actually felt real good. My arm's still a little... Some spots are numb, some spots hurt on this arm. Not great. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. Great sight worth many years spent building this place. It is not too much to ask. It's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from Aetheris. Could we maybe... You will? Oh, you'll be... Bill, be still my quivering whiskers. We'll accompany you. Oh, boy. Well, this is certainly a forest. You've never seen trees before. Oh, I bet you haven't. I was thinking, Zalora, what could be more helpful to you by teaching... That I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little more about the moon and what it is we do. When we first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiac, and there was simply nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task. Furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. Oh, good, we finally have a date on this. An actual fucking date on all this. I don't know. Millennia is a word that people toss around a lot. Gotta go. Thanks for the stream. Oh, thank you so much. Have a good night. Appreciate it. You have a good rest of your evening. Yeah, it's an actual thing. It was 6,000 years. I don't think I...
But anyway, let's keep going. Indeed. Are there other areas we can look at? Looks like an aetherite crystal, but it's not. Yeah, asking if you can taste the rainbow crystal. I'm gonna need the writers, the English. I need another drink. I need the English translation slash oh god, what's the word? It's not translation, it's thank you, localization. I'm gonna need the localization team to chill. Wow. What? No! I'm not sure what does you do with crystals on Aetheris, but we certainly don't eat them. And certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. We use crystals like this to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, that because Heidelin's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and status of all, manipulating the elements here is different than it being on Aetheris. The conjuring of fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them. For example, put simply, the etheric conditions that are ill-suited to growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this is all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiac in check. Yeah, this localization team is really killing it. Are there any other areas, or is that, I think that's the only one. This may come as a surprise, where we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought that we'd need 4,000 years to make all of this? It certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was that brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt when a bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetheris. The Allagan's mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do is stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I like how they do the little hum. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Right, Dalmud, the red moon. Right. Right. I forgot about that. How could I forget about that? Because we don't talk about it. We don't talk about the red moon. Listen, we already... My memory was wiped by the ether. That's gonna be my new excuse forever if I forget something in this game. My memory has been wiped by the ether. Or, my memory has been flooded by the ether. Sorry, yes, the red satellite. I'm like, much humming.
But that was only recently destroyed. Much recently destroyed.
Say, did you notice anything particular about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact they are massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spires. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun, and do so better even. The sun is similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in a perfect amount of sunlight, or rather a close approximation of it.
Oh, that's nice, because we're gonna probably distance ourselves out into the bitter cold of space for a long time.
Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees of ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest.
You know what? I like having a unique little forest like this. Yeah, everything's a little different. A little more squat trees, a little more other trees. I can appreciate this. Why do we have to have scrappers around? Little bunny ears, though. Oh, I like these little guys.
There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh, right. The propulsion system and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago. And with that, the most important features were fit for purpose. Which is all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetheris. And Heidelin didn't give us jack shit. Why not go and visit Aetheris yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Where our technology and knowledge of the moon's purpose exploited for evil ends, the results would be disastrous. And there would be few more rejoinings. And it became increasingly... Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin.
Because of the rejoinings, it made it really hard to... Okay, that explains why.
There it is. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Aetheris we could trust to help. We are quite fortunate it worked out as it did.
So, you guys were not given information from Aetheris, but Aetheris was given information about what to do if, should ever the end of days were to actually fucking happen. Let me guess. I guess.
With the exception of the routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited. Hopefully Heidelin would find someone who would help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak with them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens, and a means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. Supplies. With the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I can.
Yeah, it's becoming much more clear. So Astenda, I'm not sure if you saw my first streams of this, because I think you were still finishing your playthrough of Endwalker, but I did go to we all went to Charlian, we all know that. And I already was like, so they're building an arc. Like, the books in the library, the fact that they're basically getting, Oh, and I already forgot the name of the people that basically just go around collecting stuff for Charlian. We're just gonna bring a bunch of shit back to Charlian. Fuck it. And the massive underground library underneath Charlian itself. Like, I'm like, oh, we are making an arc. We are fucking making an arc, and they can't tell us about it because they've all been bewitched to not tell us. And now we're finally coming to terms of, like, who told them? I knew you would like Ensvale. I knew it. Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. Huh, there you are. I take it you've already received the Grand Tour. Oh, shame we missed it.
A glowing way. We've been looking all over for you.
Oh, that's, Living Way. How do you... Well, after Shadowbringers, I can't be shocked considering the weird leap you made to call that stuff. I made all of that call because they're like, yeah, go to the library, look at some books. And it's like, yeah, the members of Charlian, like, how Charlian was made was because of the Great Flood. Oh, biblical things. And an arc. So... When all of Charlian has heard of the end of days, won't tell anybody about it because of the panic it would ensue, and then, but they're collecting a massive amount of, like, trees and animals and books and stuff from all over Eurasia. It's like, all coming to swords. I mean, there are some, like, weird leaps that I did make in Shadowbringers too, but this is a lot. Also, like, I am getting some of the timeline stuff a little fucky-wucky, so that's not helping. Wait, is there a, hold on. Let me do the one that's got less stuff in it. Oh, E1S rotation and timeline. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted at all. Oh, that's Eden's Gate. What's wrong with me? Oh, you can't use the word timeline, can you? Because it just gives you, like, that is a different word altogether. Yeah, they give timeline. I mean, it's not as weird as, oh, he feeds people centimeters from looking at someone making a stew. Yeah! Well, they use the very specific words of, like, undescribed white chunks in the stew. And I was like, yo, is this Soylent Green? I'm not finding anything that is like, here's the timeline of the Final Fantasy XIV world that isn't a fucking video. I don't want a fucking video. I want, like, a timeline. Like, Berserk was able to do it. Why can't you guys do it? But I'm realizing now that the word timeline is bad. No. What I'm using, I'm trying to, okay, so if you type in FFXIV timeline, it doesn't give you a timeline of the world. The first several of these are like, yeah, here's like the various, what do they call this? Is the, Eden's Promise, Amorphous, Savage, rotation, and timeline. They used a word that makes it very difficult for me to figure out, like, hey, yeah, what happened 6,000 years ago? And then the, like, chronological... Oh, wait, here we go. Chronology? And we're still getting timeline. We're still getting, like, savage timelines. For, like, when things happen and where you should go and all this other crap. I'm like... Because, like, the Aether has, corrupted my memory. So I cannot remember the start of how all of this started. So, okay, yes. The Asians started this whole nonsense. And they were the first on Aetheris. And they did the thing, and the end of days happened. So, in order for that to never happen again, Zodiac happened, and I'm paraphrasing. I know what happens. Zodiac gets summoned, and then Hylian gets summoned, and then everybody's just like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, let me let you permit. Oh, God, I wish there was a way to permit on here. Way easier than just fucking God. I hate that this wasn't the first thing I fucking found. Yeah, so we are a part of the 7th astral era. We start that shit. Yeah, so they're even, yeah, so they started like even eons before the 3rd astral era. Oh, good to know. I'm gonna read this up because this has a lot more information than I can remember. I will remember to look at this for a while. Thank you, yeah, for whatever fucking reason. Oh, it's the first search result, but when you go to, I went to images because I was looking for a fucking, like, picture timeline because I wanted, like, the key points between eras shown to me for whatever fucking reason. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay. I also typed that. I'm not even kidding. I typed for Final Fantasy 14 6,000 years ago, and I was just like, oh no. Oh no. I did that. And because I was still looking at images, it was like not helping me. Yeah, if you type in Final Fantasy 14 timeline, it's the first what you just sent me was the first result. Actually, I'm an idiot. Okay. Oh, is this about the teleporter to the residential area?
No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I'll be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required.
Really? I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist.
We won't be away long. So you are more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Come along now, growing way.
Sorry, I can't do her higher pitched voice better. Although I did have her at a higher, more childish voice last time, and I'm like, consistency. None. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? Yeah, that all this started about 6,000 years ago. And they've had a fucking time. Oh, they've spent 12,000 years preparing for this. Oh no. What the fuck? Vicar Somar is how many years old? How many years are we working with? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? That's so much... What? With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can hardly understand... I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still... It appears to be seen... Yeah, older than our current humanity, which is like... I think... Yeah, we're only 5,000 years back, or total. We're only 5,000 years total. What the fuck, dude? Wow, I hate that. Alright. It remains seen if the people can persuade to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Wherever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means of forcibly evacuate people, they will meet a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Oryanji's like, don't tell me about it, bro. Don't even fucking tell me about that. Yeah. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There's another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Of course. We can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary. If you'll excuse me. Oh! I don't have the lay down emote. I think I may buy the lay down emote because fucking damn it. Yeah, I need to buy the lay down emote because I need to lay down after this. Okay. It is clear that now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetheris is indeed critical, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections. I trust that I'm not alone in my reticence. Yeah, what do you do when you're, like, not ready? Oh, no, Thancred. I mean... Oriange, please. Oriange, please. I don't like this. I don't like this thumbnail. Oh, no. Oh, no, I think I hate this already. Did Oriange seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I know he is a bit penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Stoll and I will remain here to see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up with him? Shit. I don't like the thumbnail. I really do not. Oriange appears to be heading towards the entrance to Bestway's Burrow. I don't like this. Man, I super don't like this. You must tread careful unless you sense your presence. God damn it. Stealth mission. I said stealth mission as you typed it. God damn it. I hate that we've now encountered 2 of these missions in this fucking expansion. Not 1, but 2. Thank God I'm so short. He'll never find me. Sees my nameplate. You motherfucker know I'm following you. Almost didn't make that one. Oh boy. Oh, thank God. It was getting spicy. It was getting far away, enough away from me.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
And he knew anyway.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume?
It was luck.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction.
Moonbrighter.
Dearest Moonbrighter, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation.
The sigh that I heard in the voice acting here, like, just...
The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save.
Moon's haunted.
But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
What would Ariane say? It's like, would we had the time to weigh the costs? He'd appreciate that.
'Tis a comfort to know we are of like mind in that regard. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond.
That is the first time you hear Loporrit. In English.
'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers.
Aspiring
A
indeed.
concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears and I'd bugger all.
They're so cute. Oh no.
No matter. We've got our plans.
Oh man, really telling a good story to that fourth person perspective. In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis this reason I set out alone. That failure should come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me, and with proffered hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amenity, and so I must ask, wilt thou join me in mine endeavor? Yes! Yes, for fuck's sake, because last time this happened, we leveled up! Last time this happened, bad things happened, so maybe confide in your friends a smidge. Yeah, moon shoes! Wait, no, these are them. Oh, now I have moon shoes. Wait. Now I have moon shoes. Does it say Endwalker on the bottom of them? Can't tell. Can't tell if they say Moonwalker on the bottom. It's fine. I'm joking. I thank thee for your accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we all of one mind are desire to save the people of Aetherius. Make clear of our resolve to the Loporrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient.
Oh, thank God this is a fetch quest and not something awful. Death! What? You! You! God damn it!
Ah, an abundance of spongi. Excellent. A chance to spy an agitation when crossing Zodiark's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by Numo. These shall suffice for the gift of wood fashion. The magic required considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail thee to stand watch while I perform the incantation? Can do. Stand watch over here. Right, got it. Nailing it. These are like those fun, what am I? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Why am I pushing that button and not? Yeah, nailed it. Man, I am failing my duties as... Thank you. God fucking Christ. I would have probably figured it out, but wow. Pushing the wrong buttons entirely, even though they should be muscle memory at this point. My god. God damn. Fixate on his work. There, 'tis done. A magicked ink. Every alms is infectious in that crafted by Numo. Rare is the occasion I would conjure mine own, but is nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is, admittedly, possessing no preternatural properties, but its hue is one mine own choosing, which I pray the Loporrits will appreciate. The Laura Oriange. Oh, thank goodness! I thought you'd be eaten or had fallen into a crater. Oh no, it's living way. Yeah, they're mushrooms, right? They're moon shrooms.
Y'shtola has been looking all over for you, Zalora. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent. Dire, even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Zalora alone, which means, I'm afraid, you must stay behind, Oriange. But worry not, it just so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestway's Burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we Loporrits, and we would ever be so grateful if you could lend us a hand, you tall, hunking man, you.
That is suspiciously convenient. That is suspiciously convenient.
Huh. Are you insinuating to deny the trust of Heidelind's chosen, or worse, do anything to risk getting on Y'shtola's bad side? She's clearly not one to be crossed. Nor made to wait. Now off with you.
Worry not, Zalora. I shan't be long.
Yeah, that whole entire rock is like undulating behind us there.
Big undulating.
Those aren't rocks. Leg ishy. Itchy itchies.
Gilding Way. Gilding Way, you say? We really are just gonna fucking start living here, huh? I cannot believe there is a nothing way. Well, yes I can, but still. Grinding Way. Mopping Way. Stop. I mean, somebody's got to mop. Still. Oh, Zalora, we thought you'd be away for far too long. A dire emergency? I said so. No such thing. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running Way is a companion of Growing Ways. Apparently has much to tell of us the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anywhere he's like to stop and rest? Or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? Oh, what's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here. Maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and... No. Well, if it's really that important. You can try using these balls of mouse flesh. Mouse? Moose flesh. Mouse? Not to be confused with the other thing. Running Way is another notable figure in his incessant chatter, so you'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd. And when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Didn't hit the random lullabits, hit the one named Running Way. Yeet. Crude, but if it proves effective, he was here in the Greatest Endsvale when last I saw him. Let's split up and find him. Can we appreciate these little, like, Lalafell-sized benches? Now's the time for Lalafell! Switch your surroundings for Running Way. You shall move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target Running Way and throw moss balls. Moose balls? Moose? As in, like, moose? Shit. Ah, shit. Oh, this one got in the way. Damn it. It got right in the way. Oh, of course this rabbit is late. Of course this rabbit is late for a thing. God damn it. Got it. Oh, that's smart. If this is meant to be a joke, it isn't funny. Thank you, Stenda. I did double check that. So you're running away. Yes, I'm running away. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls? Or mouse flesh? Moose flesh? I think it's supposed to be moose. I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. Apparently. Huh, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we've got the time to look at the final days when there's so much to do before the great voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart us the knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any other Laperit around here. Less, probably. I don't know about why anyone would think it was funny to go telling about people that I'm an expert, but they better hope I don't get my paws on them. Paws. Mad. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I have work to do. Mousse, like chocolate mousse. Yes. Or hair mousse. Yes. Okay. Hey, care to explain? I couldn't find hide nor hair of him. I like how she like, this is one of those, like, this is one of the, what is it? It's a, it's the opposite of, oh, it's that rhyming scheme that it wouldn't fly being spelled, but it can fly being said. This is the opposite of that. Something rhyming? It's something rhyming. It's... Slant rhymes. There we go. Kind of slant rhymes. This is like, we're going to try our best not to actually, talk about how rabbits are hares. How did you fare? Found him. Turns out, doesn't know any much more about the other days than anybody else. Glowingway, are you by chance stalling us for time? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. Terribly sorry about that. I'm afraid I'm drunk and blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Orion J? I assume you spoke with him earlier. Did he say when he'd be returning? Soonish?
On his way to Watcher's Palace with the Living Way. Between growing ways, sudden lapse of memory, and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Orianger a hand. What? No, hold on a minute. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information you live for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find the sorts of useful knowledge, including the pertaining to the final days. I think not. Are they fingerless clubs? They fingy-less. No, they're very, very moon. Moon! Oh, what to do? What to do? I promised Living Way that I would help, but... No, I promised to help, and that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I suspect the law pirates are up to something, but if there is aught to be learned from the final days, I think best we play along. For now, at least. Christ. Actually, no. It would be better to just teleport and then go to the second level. The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. Going away? Enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did. The moon is to be a perfect paradise for the people of Aetheris, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped to see the wonders you'd see the wonders have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Living Way's game. Run us about in circles and, failing that, lock us away so we can't be put the plan at risk. Everyone except Orianger. He understands what's at stake. What must be done? I fear you've misjudged us, Glowingway. Never have we decided the notion of using the moon as the means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Aetheris and her reflections to their doom. If there's a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would be never at the expense of your plans. Oh, but why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Theris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock back these ones and split up and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene where Argos awaits outside. Wow. They're very not strong. Hey! Oh, excellent. You're finally done. Oh boy, wow. Oh, it's a little faster. Let's go. Oh wait, no, it's not. This is not the transport. God, the transport's on the other side, huh? Bart. Oh, I can't heal because I'm on a mount. Can't wait to see you get through it. Oh man, I'm hype. I'm hype. Big hype. I mean, I've been hyped since the announcement of this. I watched the live letter on this specifically. It was so fucking hype. I actually didn't stream the day that they did this live letter. I didn't stream. I was just like, I'm just gonna fucking sit here and watch this. My roommate and I watched it. It was great. Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Oriange. I mean, we could just teleport there. I mean, we attuned, right? Nope, already gone. It's so cool, can't wait. Oh, man.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Etheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Oh.
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For
This
millennia,
terrible
you and
purpose.
yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. 'Tis clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loperids were born of Heideland's love for Aetheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities.
Oh man, if ever there was a moment I was just like, Heideland's not bad, it's now.
For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed.
Like, up to this point, they're just like, Heideland might be bad? Maybe? Oh god, why is Zodiac bad?
All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly. To serve, and serve well. That goes for all of us. Don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, neither were bad, but
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we have met.
My name is Puddingway.
oh no!
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure, but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker.
Goodness.
When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live?
What do you mean when you were a bookish boy? You are still, like, maybe in a tome currently.
After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort.
There's the music.
To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home.
Yeah. We can't just give up on the source.
Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye. Thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind. If being the operative term.
That flower. How came it into your possession? Hyland gave it to me. How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery, even to us. In our time, we called it Ellipse. You would do well to remember the name. Sorry, Elpis. Oh, we took an Elpis on the moon.
Interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
We pissed somebody off on the moon, and now we just got an Elpis. Thanks to the moon.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts.
Elpis, hope in ancient Greece. Oh! That's not a spoiler. I like that. Thank you.
Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
Aha! So you knew.
How did you know?
It was obvious.
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Oh shit, really? That's amazing. Well, yeah, isn't it? Hey, what's up, Arkham? How you doing, fam? I love she's always the smartest person in the group. Yeah. I'm like, oh, was my idea right? Did Y'shtola get it also? Because that makes me smart too. Maybe. A little bit. Well, Y'shtola and Oriange. Probably either the smartest or most informed. Most informed and or smartest. Holy shit, dude. This is so much. And thank you for the host, Arkham. And Twitch reminds me this week is Spider-Man No Way Home arrived in theaters. So I am actually going to go see Spider-Man No Way Home this Friday morning. Well, it's Friday at noon, so technically not morning. We got the closed captions version of it, so I'm like, sick, let's do it. Fuck it. Gotta wait for a week. Oh, you gotta wait for a week? Oh no! Oh no. Well, I know that, like, yeah, basically Rotten Tomatoes and every, like, reviewer was given the copy and everybody's been like, it's good! Yeah, no shit, dude. They think this shit out for these new Spider-Man movies, so I think it'll be fine. Plus, they also did a Metal Gear-esque, we didn't show you everything in these trailers. Yeah. It was obvious. More for your job schedule, and don't worry, you already closed Facebook. That's the smartest thing to do. You can trust who you curate on Twitter, but you can't trust who you just so happen to friend on Facebook, because fuck it. 'Twas a relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well. Though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It would be no easy task to prepare them for what must needs be done, but gladly I do embrace this duty, even if doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me and forgive my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, in all our fellow scions. When next I return to Aetheris, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. Oh, damn, I thought it was... I have one! Fucking one? We wow hate that. Well, you know what that means? We have quests to do, which is like cool. We have things to pad out to be able to travel on further and farther. With the Loperits in Oriange's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing that the face of their earthly collaborators is much to discuss with Alphino and the others. Let's return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle with the star will soon be in earnest, and we must be prepared. Shit, dude. You got anything to say to me? I chanced to spy you crossing the chasm. I feared something was amiss. But all is well, and more importantly, I've been given the opportunity to behold a wonderful sight. Keep the Elpis close, and its light will be your guide. Cool. Thanks, you guys are like a third our fucking... 3 times our size. I cannot even fucking believe this nonsense. God damn it. Mad. Mad because not tall. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to, I think I'm gonna finish this quest, this portion of a quest, and then I'm gonna call it for a night.
but I do need to go and use the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Okay. How dare. The Gobu. The Goobu. How dare you. Okay. Speak with Thancred at the nether. Wait. Fuck? That's not where that is. Whoops, the fuck? Oh. Oh, that's the nether gate. Duh. Alright, well, yeah, that's probably way faster anyhow. Yep, there he is. Okay, cool. God, I can scarcely believe we went to the moon and back. We'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Count Brokenglass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is getting on there as well. They'd only just begun to treat the temporary prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies in the final days is of greater importance. I speak not only of the contingent, of course. The heads of state every nation must know what we've learned. We know not when or where the manner of the final days will begin to manifest, so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed, though we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into panic. But not that anyone in a position of responsibility should need be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to Camp Brokenglass. Little girl. Little girl. Come here. You come here. You come here. You are just making a scene behind me. I can hear you. Yeah, making a scene behind me. Oh, she's so funny. She's got this little crooked back. It doesn't look like much, but like when you see her in real life, I feel like she's got a little funny, little crooked spine. You have Aigu. Why do you have Aigu? You always have Aigu. What's up with that? Go harass Zelda. She would love for you to harass her. I promise. Okay. So I went to Daiso a couple weeks ago and I got one of those little collapsible tunnels. So she plays with that little collapsible tunnel every once in a while. I can just hear it like kind of, it's like that really cheap, you know, crinkly fabric. So I hear her like running through it at top speed. You good? Oh, shit. You ever seen those videos of cats that like dive through the box, the cardboard box? That's what she does, but with this with this stupid thing. Wait, you might be able to see it from this side. Hold on. Yeah, you can see this little like black piece right here. That's the tunnel. It's not the same color as this, but it's like the hues. We're matching up a little bit. Here. Wait. You're very cute, Kaine. Don't ever grow up. Okay. It's all good to see you again. It's good to see you all again. Mix every word up. Let's go. Not worse for your lunar adventure, I hope. You knew? right, they did come right behind me. We've done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what's become of Garlemald in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the tempered side inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who are already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions here have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, so we've petitioned the aid of allied nations. Some are, understandably, hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured for their tempering. Will all the tempered be relocated? Not all. No, not all. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose temperament has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Julius is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Alphino and Alice's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. Damn, those kids are fucking good. God, they're on my team. In light of recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald? Given the tremendous ramifications that have happened here, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. For mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as you would have expected in Thavnir. Those who were trapped within have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten its endeavor, the beast tribes have received instruction in magics needing to cure tempering. Master Mator is no doubt thrilled the Mother Porxia offers her so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful for her ongoing efforts, as well as those of her comrades near Anfar. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tempered has been completed. Lucia and I will remain among the small force who continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more, but there are yet those who call these lands home. And yet there were so many that were just like, we were banished here hundreds of years ago. Nobody living fucking knew what life was like before these lands. And we came to prosper very well in these lands. Sorry, I believe that counts for recent events here. That accounts for it. So, what of the moon and the Telophoroi? Bro, let me tell you about these fucking moon bunnies. So, they're exceedingly dedicated to saving all of us because it's a contingency plan in case Zodiark disappeared. By the way, Zodiark disappeared. Kind of by my hand, but also the Telophoroi did that. Also, the final days are definitely gonna happen. Unless we can figure shit out. Final days. Gods, I pray your victory would mark the end for our troubles. There is still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? We can do that. Yes, of course. I will send word forthwith. We also release your fellow scions from their present duties, that they may be returned to Charlian. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Good news. Killed a god. Bad news. Killing the god actually ends the world, so we have to figure out a bunch of other shit. You know, feints within feints within feints. Speaking of your fellow scions, you will be happy to hear that Mistress Kryl, though still on the mend, has been moved to the Baldessian Annex and given into Tataru's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let us be on our way then. Ah, one last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiark, you said Xenos took his leave, and all likelihood has returned here to Garlemald. I have a mind to dispatch scouts to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask you if you believe there is merit in doing so. Honestly, a memorable futile endeavor. Like, I thank you for looking, but you shouldn't. Don't worry about it. Yeah, mayhap you're right. I suppose if anyone is to hunt him down, it must be you. Who else would even hope to bring low that monster? Right, forget I entertained the notion. Well, on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounce the Crown Prince and condemn his role in the Emperor's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and his continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, it has been declared as Xenos Viator Galvis, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. Holy shit. Van Daniel is no more, and now his own people turn against him. Seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him company. You're gonna have a fucking big fight, aren't you? Yeah, don't envy that. Is that about killing a god? Every Final Fantasy is about killing a god. Well, most all JRPGs are about killing a god. So, a bear converted honey and salmon. Yep. That's like looking for a bear covered in honey and salmon with your arms tied behind your back. It's like they're mad, angry, and sticky, but you probably shouldn't touch it or look at it too hard. It might attack you. Oh, whoops. Didn't get that last one. Better than any army had to see it sated. At any rate, I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage to Charlene. Alrighty, let's continue on. Yeah, you know what? Silent Hill was pretty good with that too. Not really a god per se. Itchy. But certainly a monstrosity of sorts. Ryle! Tataru! Welcome back, Solora. We are so terribly worried about you. Though it is plain I have caused my own fair share of worry, and for that I apologize. Hyland called me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint, but desperate. I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after feels like a dream, barely remembered, my body flowing through the life stream toward Garlemald. When I regained consciousness, it was all aches and frostbite, exhausted of aether. So exhausted, in fact, I could only laugh, for it was at that moment I understood Raha's weariness from the Tower of Zot. Or that I could laugh at a time like this, though we prevented Zodiark from being unleashed upon the world. I'm curious to know what else took place there on the moon. So, bunny people. Perhaps we should wait for the others to join us before you give your account. Let's reconvene in the main hall once they've arrived. I really need to have the little waiting bar? I guess as a last minute. Maybe you do want to, you know. Fan history paints gods as more of a milestone for human potential. You don't, yeah, you're right though. I feel like running a God's Fate is, if God's Fate is just like a Japanese bar mitzvah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Will J be joining us? No, he is actually helping the moon bunnies. Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid. Those Laura can explain better than I. Why better than I? Yeah, so you know how he's really good with words? He basically was able to convince all of those fucking moon bunnies that, like, how to better accommodate us in the future. But the rest of us are gonna go, like, maybe stop the end of days before all that. The final days, as befell Amarant. And we are to escape via the moon? What of the source and its reflections? Our thoughts exactly. I have no intention of standing while the world falls to ruin. So, how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answers at present. If the celestial currents have grown stagnant, as was the case in the time of Amarant, the solution would be to alter the flow of aether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiark, sacrificing half the star's population in the doing. But it should go without saying that such a sacrifice must... let's not do that again. Which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days, a feat with which the Amarantines could not accomplish. Fortunately, we have no clue. We didn't find anything out on the fucking moon. There's still so much we don't know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what might have caused it. The final days were marked by the corruption of Amarantines' creation magics. But we command so much power, no such power. Which invites the question, what havoc is in store for us? If we knew as much, perhaps we could draw some parallel to the events of the past, and thereby form some semblance of a plan. Yeah, they had creation magics, and when that went away, the end of days was basically a fucking shit show for them. Perhaps we should start with the Forum, then. Having worked with the Loprits in secret all this time, there is surely more they can tell us. Forgive the interruption, but I have important news. I was like wondering what that fucking sound was. It's Kaine on the cat wheel. Kaine. I don't know if we can look at her. The Forum is holding a public assembly in this plaza outside. Some sort of announcement. What is Father up to now? One way to find out. Uh-oh. Kaine. Kaine, honey. She's like trying to get... She's running the wheel trying to get to like the top part of the wheel, but she can't because the wheel spins. Kaine, honey. Holy shit, though. That's not good. Is the dungeon very close? Oh boy.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Sharlayan, nay, of this very star. Said
they vote?
affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly.
So they made the vote. We finally tell the people.
You may have heard rumors of the Talopheroi and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
They voted. They did vote. Holy shit. And we get to witness it. Amazing.
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Very well. "270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom.
So, an arc.
Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
I had not heard of Nunkref before. I was trying that name very hard whilst we were in the library, but I was like, oh yes, here we are.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
You don't even fucking know, dude.
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the Great Exodus.
So our whole plan to maybe not tell the world so very fucking quickly because it might incite panic is gonna fucking dissolve immediately because these assholes are like, yeah, we can tell everybody now, let's go.
For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, We have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
So our dad's gonna fucking go get
Fellow
everybody
scribes
yeeted to the moon.
and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
Now I wonder how will this crowd of scholars and well-to-doers of academia are going to take all of this. The Forum has taken this well, but how are the populace going to do? Oh, wow. Very well.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
They all took this very well. I mean, it is Sharlayan, so I'm not that surprised, but... Huh. Okay, so not that much of a panic.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work.
Wasn't too much after we were born that our father was put into the Forum.
If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Shit.
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit.
Oh, for hours.
Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
Take your time. You're good. You'll make this civil, don't worry. I don't even have to say it.
Thank you. I shan't be long.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure their father is going to take this well because, you know, how would they have known? And even he would be like...
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Yes, actually, I still will call you that because the rest of us are going to go see if we can stop the final days. You can keep on with your arc. Don't worry about it.
Nay. We do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Sharlayan, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
He said it in better words than I could ever possibly could.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
You know what?
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
I know he's mad. He mad, but like, you know, prideful father things.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
I'm so tired. How did you know?
Shall we then? To the annex. To prepare for tomorrow.
Seems the bags in your eyes tell the tale that I could not. God damn it! I could. It's my turn. Mom says it's my turn on the whatever that is. Oh, I got caught in, wait, what geometry is this that I got caught on? Wow. Cool. Kyle tells me the forum made a rather momentous announcement. So there's to be a great exodus, is there? I'm reminded of my narrow escape from the Isle of Val. The realization, the running, the mixture of relief and regret after. Why me? I asked myself. Why me? Why us? Why now? Why wonder? There's no use fretting over the cosmic mortality or lack thereof. We're here. And we'll get through this together. And who knows? Maybe my luck will rub off and grant everyone a narrow escape. There's no harm in praying for as much. Ah, but alas, my rambling. I'm sure you're exhausted. Your chamber awaits. Are those plushies in there? God. All right, Moon. Wow, sure do hate all this, prescient visions I keep having. Not a fan. Boy, sure would be really great if someone would just fucking tell us how the end of days happened. Instead of all this guessing work. Whoever could the visitor at our door be knocking be? If we... Did you guys... Okay. Don't tell me what is said if you click on Estinian. But if anybody has clicked on Estinian, please tell me, and then tell me what that said after, because then I can, like, choose two or something. Really? We have the choice to pick Estinian? Because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna fucking come to my room. Are you kidding me? Well, yes, we do. God damn it. Who would be more likely? You know what? Graha would be most likely. I'm clicking Estinian. Is that Estinian? Oh, fuck it. Shut up! Shut the fuck up. No, is that just because of what we click?
You're alone. Good.
Is it because of what we click?
The twins thought now would be a wonderful time to pay a visit to my chambers. Rather than listen to them bicker over tonight's snacks and tomorrow's plans, I seized the first opportunity to make my escape.
Is it quite literally just whatever we pick, we can talk to them?
To their credit, they decided against intruding on your peace and quiet.
Wanna come in? No? What do you need? Choice matters. Oh, okay.
Exhausting at times, can't it? I wasn't sure what to make of you at first. During the Dragon Song War, how quick you were to take up a cause not your own. But I came to see that is simply the way of you and yours.
You know, I finally get this nice talk with Estinian. I'm not sad with my choice. I've dealt with everybody else, and even Grahatio, which we have known for less time than Estinian. Like we know him. We know he worships us. It's not that strange, but it's nice to finally hear Estinian's words. Also, the fact that we get to hear this music again is really nice.
I will not pretend to understand this talk of ancient primals and the final days, but I trust in your judgment and choose to believe in your cause. You and Alphino have my lance, now and always.
Also, it's so fucking weird to see casual Estinian.
You'll need it. Rack and ruin looming on the horizon. Calamity bearing down upon us. There's no place I'd rather be than here. Standing shoulder to shoulder with friends on the front line. So do not hesitate to send me against your enemies. I'll make them rue the day they met me.
I know this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I could do with a little air. If Alphino asks, I was never here. Until the morrow.
He's so cool. I kind of assume everybody says something about the same. With little changes here and there. But I'm like, really? Could possibly be Estinian? Short while earlier in the Alamegan Quarter. Meanwhile, in Alamigo. This doesn't bode well.
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsebar contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too. But is it true? They brought back tempered Garlean soldiers?
Yeah.
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
Yeah. It's too much.
I see. Well, that's a relief then.
Yeah, it like even the leaders are just like, it's too much. We can help them, but we can't keep them. They fucked up too much.
I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Wanted to think about it for a while yet. But to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
You good, fam? This cliffhanger. Meanwhile, in Ishgard. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is gonna get worse before it gets better, huh? It's so funny because it's like Ishgard, home of snow and coldness. It's like, better be prepared to get to Gullermal because it's big, freezing, but like, it's the same shit.
Day, another commission of paramount importance.
Oh, hey. Ernville.
Well, what have we here? Hey, are you all right?
Nope, sorry, big-tempered. Can't talk now.
Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more.
Hey, what's up, Ramen?
And the Garlean threat is abated. Yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
Yeah! This is gonna get worse before it gets better. Good God. Yeah, one of the I am, don't worry, I am about to, this is probably the end of, my stream today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ooh, wow, we're, you know what, we're gonna leave this on a cliffhanger because holy shit, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? The fuck? What the fuck? Alright, yeah, we'll leave this for tomorrow. Holy shit. This is gonna get real bad real fast, huh? Alright, well, I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll continue all of this. Y'all, take it easy, and have a good night.